First tonight, a
Crime Network.
exclusive.
Folks, now this one is really different. This is Miss Edith Castellon. She was killed a few weeks ago by this gentleman, Robert Pascal, which is the father of her kids. Now, the story goes that they were sound asleep in the home. And Edith woke up, grabbed the gun from under Pascal's pillow. A struggle ensued, and she ended up shot. And he, Robert Pascal, ends up in jail. But then he's later released, as you can see here. And the family is very, very upset behind this. Now, this one, you can't say who's right or wrong because this man was just sound asleep. She grabs the gun. He wakes up to somebody pointing a gun at him, and it ends up going crazy. I'm not advocating for anybody, but this man shouldn't be in jail for murder. If anything, he should just be in jail for possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. But he ends up running for whatever reason. I don't even know why he cut off the leg monitor and ran. I mean, that's only going to make them think that he's guilty and he has something to hide. But man, this is a real tragic story. Let's get into it.
Robert, do you have anything that you'd like to say?
He's been charged with a gun offense after his pregnant girlfriend was shot to death in their bed.
Then a judge let him go free while he waits for his trial. The victim's family now frustrated and fearful since no one seems to know where he is.
It's been nearly 2 weeks since 35-year-old Edith Castellon was shot to death in what police have classified as a domestic incident. Her family grieving the loss, and their questions on the investigation are mounting as the man charged in connection to the case is nowhere to be found. It was on January 16th when Castellon, who was pregnant, was shot while in bed with the father of her children, Robert Pascal. According to court documents, Pascal claims that while he was asleep, she reached for his gun that was under his pillow. Castellon then suffered a fatal gunshot wound to the chest. Prosecutors say it happened when 3 of their children were in the room. It's a narrative that her family does not believe. Prosecutors wanted Pascal locked up and not released before his trial, according to this petition they filed. They wrote he had multiple prior convictions for weapons offenses and said he poses a real threat to the community, citing the 9mm ghost gun under his pillow, a firearm he, a convicted felon, shouldn't have had in the first place. You can see what the judge did in this court document. He denied the prosecutor's petition to keep Pascal in custody. Then take a look at this. See those unchecked boxes? That means the judge released Pascal without any electronic monitoring, no GPS, no way to track him. Relatives tell us they were under the impression that the 42-year-old was being electronically monitored, but were blindsided after they learned he was released with no such order. Their frustration now directed at the judge who made that decision, which has led to sleepless nights at their home. This was Pascal walking into the courthouse last Thursday. He was potentially facing life back in state prison again. It was after this court hearing he went home, packed a bag, and took off. Both the judge and lawyer said today in a court hearing about the children the two shared. The situation leaves this family in limbo. They want justice and answers.
That court hearing is expected to get underway here in about an hour. The 42-year-old suspect has not been charged with murder and was not detained by the judge during his first hearing. Chicago police say 42-year-old Robert Pascal shot and killed Edith Castellon last Thursday morning in a domestic-related incident in the 5800 block of West Newport Avenue. According to the Chicago Tribune, who cited the police report, the two were sleeping in the same room with other small children when prosecutors say during the night, Edith reached over and grabbed a gun under Pascal's pillow, which caused him to wake up and shoot her in the chest. Pascal is a convicted felon who police say hid the 9mm ghost gun in a closet before police arrived. Doctors were able to save Edith's baby, and at last check, the child was in critical condition. Prosecutors declined to file murder charges in the case and only approved the felony gun charge, but police say the investigation is ongoing. Prosecutors tried unsuccessfully to persuade the judge that he was a clear and present danger, but the judge denied the state's request to detain him until trial.
Again, man, this is just a tragic situation all around. I mean, what was her purpose and point of grabbing that gun in the middle of the night and pointing it at this man? Or is he lying? Did he just pull the gun and shoot this woman, out of malice, just out of nowhere? But something happened, and we're definitely going to get to the bottom of this. And y'all know me, man. I'm an advocate, strong advocate for protecting children and women. Like, this is nothing. Everybody knows that about me. But this one just doesn't feel right. And we definitely don't want no one to go to jail because of a misunderstanding or, somebody tried to do something sinister and she got the wrong end of the stick. Or dare we say the wrong end of the gun, the barrel? And drop a comment below and let me know how y'all feel about this situation, this horrible ordeal. Either way, man, this is sad because those kids are finna be without both their parents. And a stupid decision cost you your life. Or a stupid decision cost him his life. Thank you for watching Prime Crime Network, your source for urban and suburban and around the world news. Hit the subscribe, like, and the notification bell